The tight end today for the Eastside Blazers, 6'3", 240-pound senior, number 6, Sam Pittman. And the wideouts for Eastside, 6'6", 195, the senior, number 20, Nolan Baker. The other wideout was 5'10", 160-pound senior, number 9, Dylan Tinter. In the backfield for the Blazers tonight, the fullback position, 5'10", 200 pounds, the senior, 34, Jason Hewitt. The running back, for the Blazers tonight, 5'9", 170, a sophomore, number 1, Noah Dell. Permanent QB for the Blazers, 6'2", 180 pounds, senior, number 7, Joe Redmond. First down for the Eastside Blazers, the assistant coaches are Tony Smith, Todd Mason, Dax Holman, Corey Ford, Joey Dax, Connor Miller, Matt Stacey, offensive pro, and head coach for the Eastside Blazers, Alex Brandaway. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Warrior fans on your feet, here's the school song, the fight song for the home team, the Woodland Warriors.
And hello, everybody, and welcome to a lovely game of high school football. This game will be between Eastside and Woodland. The teams will be coming out to the field getting ready for the opening kickoff. Eastside to kick it off to the home Woodland Warriors in the season opener for both teams. And there you go. There is the opening playing the NFL theme as the game is about to kick off. Ethan Barnes, the senior, to take the opening kickoff. It's good to about the 15. The returner will have it, and he is brought down at the 15. No room to go there for the opening play. A good opening stop for the East Side. For East Side, as the Warriors will line up to begin their offense. The first play of the game, a quick rush for about a yard. As the Woodland Warriors will go into the huddle, it looks like we will have Griffin Clear at the head of the offense for this first part of the game. Griffin Clear, a sophomore. Getting ready to snap. It will be another handoff to the running back. Oh, it will. Oh, he had me fake there. It was actually a quarterback sneak there. About a 4 to 5 yard gain. Inching very close to that first down marker. It will be a 3rd and 3 for the Woodland Warriors. Clear takes a snap. He hands it off to the running back this time. He does not keep it, and he will be stuffed. He will lose yardage on that one. Nowhere to go there for the running back. Woodland to take the punt. They're going to punt it downfield. It's going to go up to about the 45. It's fumbled. Eastside does have it. They maintain possession of it. It was bobbled for a little bit there by the receiver. But Eastside will come in clutch. The grab on that by Ethan Barnes, the kicker, and also a defensive back, a senior for the Eastside program. A real clutch move by Ethan Barnes there to get that bobbled kickoff, as Eastside is going to take their first snaps of the game. All right, Eastside to take their first snap. Eastside with a handoff, almost fumbled the handoff there. They'll get it for about a yard. Eastside getting about a yard on the play there. The Blazers will go back into the huddle to try and calculate what they will do next for the next play. Eastside in a pretty wide formation. They're not looking to take a running back this time. The quarterback's got it. He's all the way to about the 40. That's going to be a first down and more. Gained by Job Richmond, the 6'2 junior quarterback, also plays defensive back, so he will. All players on both rosters will be on both sides of the field. And Job Richmond, with a great quarterback option route there to get that first down. Eastside will snap it from about the 36 of Woodland. The Woodland Warriors in trouble on defense right now. Eastside already in their zone. Richmond takes a snap. Richmond's looking downfield. He's got a man, but he misses him. Intended for number 6, Sam Pittman, the 6'3 senior tight end and linebacker. Just could not get to it in time. Richmond put it a little over his head. It'll be second down and 10 for the Blazers. The Blazers are going to make a quick substitution, bringing on Johnny Buss, another senior, a wide receiver and defensive back. So he's going to line up on that far left outside. We'll see if he's Richmond's intended target for this play. Richmond takes a snap. No, he's going to sneak it again. Back to that right side. He's favoring. He's bursting through the offense. He'll run out of bounds at about the 18. It's going to be another first down for the Blazers. Forgive me, they will call it at the 19-yard line. Richmond having quite a successful day with these quarterback sneaks, but there will be a flag on the play. It's looking like it will be an offsides on the Warriors. Yep, it will be on the Warriors. Not identified who it was on yet, but it will put Eastside at the 14-yard line. Richmond ready to take the snap. Richmond takes a snap. He's looking for the end zone. He trucks a defender. Going down the sideline. He's got a man! It will be a touchdown. Touchdown pass to Noah Dove, the running back, a sophomore for Eastside. And Eastside will go on the board first with a quick 6 points. Just realizing the scoreboard was not up there for the fans at home. My apologies there, as Eastside is preparing to, I would assume, take the extra point. They might be trying to try for 2 here. We'll see what they come up with. We've got a ref waving a flag. It looks like they were reviewing the touchdown. They do call it good, so the points will stay on the board for the away team. And they will be taking the extra point kick. Ethan Barnes taking the kick. Leroy Ruckman, a backup quarterback, a freshman for the Eastside squad, will be holding. A whistle blown as the Blazers measure how they want to do this kick. They're going to back up a little bit. It looks like there's a change in plans here. They're doing some huddling and some more talking. And we'll see if Ethan Barnes will be taking this kick. It looks like they're going to line back up for the kick again. Snap is called. Ethan Barnes kicks it up. It's good. 7 points on the board. First for the Eastside Blazers, the away team. Not a great start for the Woodland Warriors, the home team. 7:30 left in the first quarter, as Eastside will prepare to kick it off to the Woodland Warriors. Some more action for their kicker, Ethan Barnes, coming up in just a second. A great opening drive. I just want to highlight their quarterback really quick. Some excellent play out of the junior Job Richmond. 2 long and powerful quarterback sneaks there, each one going for about 10 to 15 yards. And then a sliding throw on his right. A little bit of Josh Allen there. Getting that clean sideline pass to the end zone. Definitely a positive start for the young quarterback, as they will prepare to kick it off to their opponent. We'll take the kickoff. It will travel to about the 15. The returner's got it. Returner Shaden Snyder, and he's tackled down. Tackled down by about the 20. Oh, it looks like there was a turnover. No turnover. It will be the Woodland's ball. Woodland to take the snap. Griffin Clear takes the snap. He options it out to who looked to be Shaden Snyder. It was, in fact, Shaden Snyder on that play. They don't get any yards on that. Goes to about the same yardage they were at. No, they did get 4 yards. They got a good 4 yards on that play. The ball will be on the 24-yard line. Griffin Clear speaking with his offense about what he wants to run next. Trying to put something on the board after that great first Eastside drive. Clear hands it off. He is immediately wrapped up. Ashton Jaquay, the running back on that play, gets nowhere. Jaquay was immediately tackled. Griffin Clear getting ready to take the snap. He's showing a handoff. He takes the throw. He's going to throw it downfield, but it's going to fly into the sidelines. Aiming for number 20, Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith, a sophomore wide receiver and defensive back. The ball did sail far to the right side of him, close to that first down marker. Ball will be on the 23. 7 yards to go for that first down for Woodland. It will be 4th down, and they are going to punt it away again. Kicker Evan Koch this time taking the kick down the field. It will go to about the 45, and a fair catch will be called by the Eastside Blazers, who get to take another drive. Ball placed right between the 46 and 47 yard lines. We'll see what they have, which yard they eventually decide to give it. 5:45 left here in the first quarter. They will call it for the 47. And that'll bring up 10 for the Eastside Blazers. They call it back to the 46. And a quick whistle from the ref. He wants to do a changing of the balls. And Eastside now to take the snap. Richmond takes a snap. It is a handoff this time. They're going to the running back, Noah Dove. Noah Dove is loose down the field. He's going to be brought down by about the 20, but almost a 30-yard gain on that play. Huge yardage for the East Side Blazers. And once again, not a great start for the Woodland Warriors. Not what you want to see in their home opener. It looks like it will be called back. The refs are signaling a holding call on the Blazers. So that will take it all the way back. And Eastside is going to take the yardage instead of losing the down. So it will remain first down, but they're going to lose 5 yards. Ball will be on the 38-yard line. Richmond to take the snap here. Richmond takes a snap. It is not a handoff this time. He takes the option, and it's a little bit short of the receiver. The receiver on that play, Kaysen Hewitt, a 5'10 senior, the fullback, isn't able to get it. Richmond's pass a little bit short. The option route, something that Eastside has had a little bit of success with so far. Nothing quite going for their way there. A good stop there by the Woodland defense, and it will be second down. 18 yards to go for the Eastside Blazers. Richmond's going to change the play a little bit, and the refs are going to whistle. And the Blazers will take a timeout. We're going to take a quick break during this timeout, and we'll be right back with you. You're listening to Summit City Sports. I'm your host, Aaron Farley, and Eric Hosmer is up top on camera. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country.
And welcome back. As the game is beginning again, Richmond getting ready to take the snap here. 3 receivers lined up on the far left. It will be a screen pass, and 11 almost has it. He almost breaks away down right by the 35. That was Jake Worsler, the 6-foot senior. A wide receiver and a great run from him. So far, Eastside running all over the Woodland Warriors with these opening drives. We call the 27-yard pickup for the Eastside Blazers, as the lines will once again come right to the 35. Richmond prepping to take the snap. Richmond takes it. He hands it off to a familiar face. It's Noah Dove. Noah Dove gets all the way to the outside, stays in bounds. He stays in bounds, and he's going to reach the end zone. It will be called good. It will be a touchdown for Eastside. A great run there by the sophomore Noah Dove, managing to stay in bounds there, running through 3 defenders on that play. As they're getting ready to take the extra point, Ethan Barnes on the kick once again. The kick is up, and it is good. And Eastside will once again come to the sideline with success. A 14-0 lead for the Eastside Blazers. Woodland struggling so far, needing to get something going. Not doing well on the offensive or defensive end. .437 left in this first quarter. As they prepare to get back to the kickoff, we will take a quick break. You're listening to Summit City Sports.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have...
And welcome back to the Summit City Sports broadcast of the Eastland. Sorry, mixing up names there for a second. The Eastside Blazers versus the Woodland Warriors. Eastside up 14-0 with 2 successful drives, captained by their quarterback play from Job Richmond. The last drive there, a great run by Noah Dove. Right now, Woodland trying to get down, get some yardage on the kickoff there. Only gets about 5. Yardage gained by Shaden Snyder, the junior. They will spot them just around a little bit shy of the 20. It's going to go back to the 15. They will call the ball on the 26. My apologies for misspeaking there. 26-yard line. The Warriors will line up, trying to get something to going here. They'll take the snap. It will be a completed pass. A good positive yardage gain. Throw by Griffin Clear, the quarterback. Catch made by Cooper Smith, the sophomore wide receiver there. They are actually going to sub him out. And in comes Liam Herdig, another sophomore, also a wide receiver. It will be a 2nd and 5 with Griffin Clear preparing to take the snap. They get in formation. Griffin Clear is close into the lineman for this one. He will take the snap. He's faked the run, took it himself, but got nowhere. Eastside's defense was all over it. They will, I believe, lose a yard on that one. They will gain no yardage, so it will be a 3rd and 5. They will have another attempt to get this next 5 yards. Woodland's still looking for their first down of the day. No first downs yet so far for the Warriors. The offense is going to huddle and try and figure out how to change that on this play. Provided there are no shenanigans on a punt, they will have one play to change this. Griffin Clear takes the snap. He's looking for a throw. It is wide over the head of Cooper Smith. It will be a 4th and 5 for the Warriors as they are going to bring the kicking crew on. The offense is going to go off the field, and they are going to take their 3rd punt of the day. .301 left in this first quarter here at Woodland. It will be Evan Koch once again on the kickoff. On the punt. Eastside trying to blitz the kicker. They will not get to him. A fair catch called by Noah Dove. We already had that one great run earlier. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 31 from the 38 for Eastside. Eastside looking to put more points on the board. Woodland looking to get a stop here. Woodland with no success so far on either side of the ball, looking to get something going. We'll see if that will happen. Job Richmond. Richmond will take the snap. It fakes the handoff. Tries to go down the field. They can't get to him. He's still going. Runs into an opposing coach all the way at the 40. It's going to be good enough for a 1st down and more for the Blazers. And Woodland still trying to find a way to answer the quarterback play of Eastside. The dual threat play so far out of Job Richmond, both on the option passes and the runs so far, and the run so far being a struggle for Woodland. He is going to take a throw on the snap. It's going to be a long bomb down the field, and the defender is all over it. It's a little too all over it. He's going to be flagged for pass interference. That is not a good sign for Woodland. That's going to bring it far down. And that'll put the ball on the 41-yard line for the Blazers with a free 1st down as well. As a little cherry on top as they are once again. The ball will go all the way on the 26, my apologies. Even worse situation for the Warriors. They once again find Eastside closing in on the red zone. Eastside looking to do even more damage. Richmond takes the snap. He fakes the handoff again. He's trying to fly down the field. He does get tripped up around the 20, around the 18. That'll be around the 18-yard line where he got tripped up. We're going to see what they ruled on. They are going to call it on the 20. A 6-yard pickup for the young quarterback. 4 yards to go for the 1st down. It will be a 2nd and 4. Woodland needs a stop here, trying to find something on defense here. So far, once again, backed up. They need to force a field goal or worse for Eastside. This is where you need a turnover if you're the Warriors. The refs are going to blow the whistle. We'll see what the ruling is here. We've got the ref out on the field. I did not see a flag on the ground, so I don't know if this is a penalty. But the ref's commanding the field right now. It will be a penalty, and it will be on the Warriors, so this makes the situation even worse. The ball will now be on the 15-yard line, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Blazers. Not sure what the call was there, likely an encroachment. Noah Dove in the backfield for Richmond. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. He almost breaks free, but does get tripped up. The running back there, Kason Hewitt. A fullback, but a running back on that play, taking the handoff there. Once again, the Blazers are continuing to get Woodland with these option routes. The Warriors have had no answers so far for the trickiness of the Eastside offense. Richmond, they will move Sam Pittman over to the left side. Richmond takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. He's going to try to find his way to the end zone, but gets crushed down. He's going to be stopped at about the 2-yard line, so it will be a 2nd and 2. The clock running down on the first quarter, 50 seconds left. Woodland trying to see if they can manage a stop here to try and stop the bleeding. The clock is continuing to tick down. Eastside getting one more play off before it. A quick handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. Noah Dove with the score there. It will be a quick and easy score as Woodland will take another 6 on the board. They're going to go up 20-0. Right before the end of the first quarter. 27.6 left on the clock, so if Woodland wants to do something quickly, they will have 27 seconds with which to use. Eastside taking the extra point, and it is good. And as the teams go back into their huddles before the opening kickoff, we are going to take a quick break. You're listening to Summit City Sports. I'm Aaron Farley, your host. We've got Eric Hosmer on camera. We will be right back after this short break.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden
And welcome back to Summit City Sports, our broadcast of the Eastside Blazers versus the Woodland Warriors. The Woodland Warriors at home, but struggling so far. A 21-0 lead in favor of the Blazers. The kickoff taken. He's going to take it 10 yards already. He breaks free a little bit. He might be gone. We'll see. They'll get him at about the 48. Choked up at the 48, but a great opening kickoff return there. Able to get through several defenders. And this will be Clear's first opportunity to get something going at about midfield. They'll put him at the 49. They do not have they will have time because this is only the first quarter, so this will bleed into the second quarter. But the Woodland Warriors with time to do something here. Clear takes the snap, looks for a handoff. A little bit of success. They're going to get about 5 yards on that play. The running back there, Shaden Snyder. Chatham will get 5 yards, so they will let the first quarter run out. This will be Woodland's first time on the east side of the field, as we will take a quick break for the end of the first quarter. Once again, Eastside 21, Woodland 0 so far, but Woodland encroaching on Eastside territory. We'll be back.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
And welcome back to the second quarter of the Woodland Warriors. 12 minutes back on the clock. Woodland Warriors versus the Eastside Blazers. Once again, Eastside 21, Woodland 0, but Woodland with a shot in Eastside territory. Clear takes the snap. It's a dish off to Snyder. Snyder gets tripped up all the way in the backfield. It's going to be a loss for Woodland. Not what you want to see back in their territory again. It's going to be a loss of about 3. It'll be a third and, it's going to be a loss of more than that. It will be a 3rd and 11. A major loss in the backfield on their own 48 now. With the third down as well. Big third down here for the Warriors, as they are going to be looking to show some offensive completion. Clear. He'll take the snap. He's going to run around to the outside. It's going to be a throw on the run, but it is nowhere in the range of Liam Herdig. As Clear will head back to the sideline, and Woodland will punt it once again. An unfortunate loss of a break for Woodland, as Evan Koch is about ready to take the punt again. The refs will blow a whistle real quick. They're going to change the ball position. It will be on the 48 now. Koch to take the punt. And Koch is going to punt it all the way down to the 25, and a fair catch called. Fair catch called by Noah Dove, who had that great touchdown run earlier, as Eastside's offense, who has had so much success today already. 3 scores on 3 drives. All of them touchdowns with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Eastside able to quell the first sign of strength for the Warriors, and they will be right back on the field with Richmond back up ahead. Joe Richmond having a great day at quarterback so far. It's going to be he'll keep it. He will not give it to Dove. Richmond gets about 6 there. The scoreboard will confirm if I'm right really quick. We're going to take a quick look at what that ends up saying. The ball will be on the 32-yard line. It was a gain of 6. Second and 4 for the Eastside Blazers. Some movement on the offense. Richmond takes the snap. This time he does give it to the backfield running back. Was once again Noah Dove. Noah Dove also having a great day, already having a touchdown on the board. The Blazers still having a lot of success so far with these option routes. It will be 2 yards to go for the Blazers. Woodland Warriors trying to get a stop here. It will be a 3rd down. They will need to be all over this play. The quarterback will keep it. Richmond breaks free. Not what you want to see for the Warriors. He'll get all the way to about the 49. Not quite crossing midfield before he goes out of bounds. But he will get the 1st down, and Eastside will keep it to drive down the field further. The ball will be placed. They will stop it a little bit, cut it a little bit short. It will be on the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eastside Blazers. Richmond takes the snap. He bobbles it a little bit, flips it off to Noah Dove, and gets stuffed. He gets nowhere. Eastside taking a loss of yardage there. They will lose, it looks to be a yard. Is where the refs have it. It will be a 2nd and 11 now. The first negative yardage so far for Eastside today. Woodland showing a little bit of fight on both sides of the field. Still trying to put it together here. It will be a 2nd and 11 once again for the Eastside Blazers. Richmond takes the snap. He throws it downfield, and it's going to go wide. Closer to the defender. Ashton Jaquay, the junior linebacker, as well as a running backer on the offensive side. Closer than anyone else to that pass. It will be a 3rd and 11 for the Eastside Blazers. Ball will be on the 47-yard line. And Eastside with their first real loss of momentum here on the offensive end. Going to try to get it back. They've got one more play to do it. 3rd and 11. Richmond takes a snap. He's going to go in the backfield a little bit. The defense is on it, but the flip is good. The flip is good, and the defense was not around him. Jake Worstler with a long run, and Eastside keeps up the momentum. A great break for them. The Warriors blitzed Richmond there, but to no avail as Richmond was able to think on his feet and flip it away. A great play out of the young quarterback. 8:15 left in the second quarter with a 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line for the Eastside Blazers. Once again, encroaching upon the Woodland Warriors territory. Richmond takes the snap. He hands it off. The handoff was to Noah Dove, who will get about 3. He will get 3. The ball will be on the 24. 2nd and 7 for the Eastside Blazers. As they huddle together and decide what it is they want to do on offense here. Once again in Warriors territory. Richmond takes the snap. Fakes both handoffs. Flies to the right side. Dodging tackles, but doesn't get away. It looks like he's going to get no gain on the play, and it will be a 3rd and 7. They'll call the ball on the 21. He did get a gain of 3 there, so it will be a 3rd and 4 instead. 6:55 left in the second quarter. The Warriors trying to get a stop here. So far, failed the last couple times. This will be a big 3rd down for them if they can get this stop on the 3rd and 4. The snap is taken. They will just barely get the 1st down with a little run up the middle. Eastside will get to about the 15-yard line with a new set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Blazers. The Blazers line up. Noah Dove in the backfield once again. They've really liked using him already today. He's at a touchdown already. Richmond takes the snap. He's going to be brought down, trying to take it himself. He'll get about a yard on the play. He'll get 2 yards on the play. It will be a 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line for the Blazers. The Blazers looking to get their 4th score of the night. Noah Dove once again in the backfield. Along with another. They're going to fake it to Noah Dove. Richmond's going to fly down the right. He's got an open man, and it's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a touchdown for Sam Pittman as he stays in bounds there. The 4th touchdown of the night for the Eastside Blazers off of the pass from Job Richmond. Gets that one to Sam Pittman, spreading the love around a little bit as they will line up for another extra point. Ethan Barnes prepping to kick. He will kick. It will go in. The refs will signal, and we will be at 27 points for the Eastside Blazers. 28 points, my apologies. Woodland showing a little bit more fight on the last 2 drives, both on the offensive and defensive ends, but still to no avail. It ultimately ended, as the other drives all have, with a stop and then an Eastside touchdown. Eastside huddling up for the kickoff. We're going to keep it here as they prepare to kick it off. The Warriors having a little chat. We'll see if they'll make any changes or substitutions. Try and adapt to the situation here. Down 28 with 5:19 left to go in the second half. Barnes with the kick. And Snyder's got it. He's going to run it back from the 10. Snyder down to the 25, and he'll get to about the 30. A 20-yard gain for Snyder. As the Woodland offense will come back on the field. A happy sight for the Warriors, as they need to get something going here on offense. Down 28-0 on their own home field in the home opener for their season. The ball will be on the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Griffin Clear taking the snap here. Clear takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Snyder again, and he's going to be stuffed immediately at the 30. There will be no gain on the play, and it will be a 2nd and 10 as the offense will recalculate and see what they can do differently on this attempt. Griffin Clear takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He's got to throw. It's going to be intercepted by the Blazers. Bad goes to worse as number 14, Johnny Buss, the senior, snags that one out of the air. It will be the first turnover of the night as Eastside will take a new possession all the way down in the Warriors' territory once again. And the Warriors' defense will come back on the field, trying to catch a breather, but they do not. Eastside so far proving superiority on the offensive and defensive sides as Richmond takes the option run. He gets about 2 on the play. It's going to be at about the 35-yard line. The clock continues to run. 4 minutes left, less than 4 minutes now in the home opener for the Woodland Warriors. Now, it's not the end of the game. It's only the second quarter. Still opportunities for Woodland here if they can get a stop. 2nd and 4 for the Blazers. Woodland desperately needing a stop here, having no luck defending the option play of Richmond. Noah Dove takes the handoff. He will get stuffed. There will be a loss of yardage for the Blazers. Exactly what you want to see as the Warriors. They'll ring it up as a 3rd and 4. So they will keep the yardage. It will be no gain. Another big 3rd down here for the Warriors. Needing a stop here. They will actually call it a gain of 2. So it will be a 3rd and 2 for the Blazers. Encroaching on the 3-minute mark of the second quarter here. Richmond takes the snap. He keeps it himself. He's going to get down to the left side, and once again, we'll get the first down a little bit past the 20-yard line. They'll mark it likely at the 19. It will be a new set of downs for the Blazers, exactly what you don't want to see for Woodland. As they are continuing to grow more and more desperate on defense. A couple of big 3rd downs, trying hard to stop the Eastside Blazers, but the option play of Richmond just not being picked up by the Warriors. Richmond to take the snap here again. He's going to try to hand it off. He fumbles it. We'll see if he lands on it. We'll see who they give it to. This could be a break for the Warriors if they can recover it. It's not looking exciting for the Warriors. It looks like it will stay with the Blazers. A close call there for Richmond, almost giving the Warriors new life in the game. Trying to hand it off there to the running back, but a little bit of a slip up in the hand, a dropping of the baton to use track terms. But Richmond does land on it. They will keep the ball. 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line. Richmond takes the snap. This time he'll take it himself, not trying to fumble again. He's going to get a little bit of yards there. Won't be quite enough for the first down. Less than 140 now left in the second quarter. We will see where they will mark it. It's going to be another 3rd down for the Blazers. Another opportunity for the Warriors to get a stop here. The ball will be marked on the 11. 8 yards to go for the Blazers. 2 yards to go for the Blazers. As they make a quick substitution, bringing in Jake Warsler, the senior wide receiver. We will see what Richmond will do this play. Noah Dove in the backfield along with Kason Hewitt, a senior fullback. A formation that the Blazers have loved so far with these option routes. Once again, they will go to the quarterback, and he will get into the end zone. another quarterback sneak as Eastside will go up 34-0, waiting upon the extra point. 59 seconds left in the second quarter here. As Barnes will take the kick here. So that touchdown will be off of a keep from Joe Bridgman. I believe he's already had one rushing touchdown today. Having quite the day as Barnes does indeed make his kick there. So it will be a 35-0 lead in favor of the Eastside Blazers. Now, folks, an important thing to note here about this final drive opportunity for the Warriors. They will have to be quick about this one if they want to tear down this lead at all. 35-0 lead with 59 seconds left in the second quarter as the kickoff is coming up. This is what you may call in football a 2-minute drill, where they will be needing to use the out-of-bounds lines as much as possible in order to advance up the field. It looks like we may have a change at quarterback. Griffin Clear, the sophomore, quarterback for the past few drives. Oh, my apologies. Still on the sideline. We'll see if they'll bring him out again. My apologies on that. We remain to see whether or not they sub out Clear. Only on the sidelines for the kickoff as Snyder drops the ball for a second, picks it back up. He's going to try and get somewhere, but does not. He stays in bounds. 51.9 left to go in the second quarter as they will bring the offense back on the field. They will keep it with Clear. Sorry for the confusion there, everybody. I forgot there was a kickoff. That is a unfortunate announcer error there on my part. Hopefully the Woodland offense will get away with no errors here as Clear will prepare to take the snap. They're going to motion Snyder around. Clear trying to keep it himself but gets nowhere, loses yardage on that one. Bottled up by the Eastside defense. And we need to take a moment to highlight the performance of the Eastside defense because it's not just the offense and the work of Richmond that has been keeping Woodland on their toes under this awful 35-0 deficit. But Eastside's defense has been smothering, allowing no room for hope for the Woodland offense. Every run so far they've been on top of. There's only been a couple small exceptions and only one first down gain for the Warriors so far today. The clock is running. The second quarter is running down. They're going to need to snap it quickly. They're going to try an option play. It's going to go nowhere, and the half will end. The half will end 35-0 in favor . So the half will end 35-0 in favor of the Eastside Blazers. The Woodland Warriors not having a good day so far. And Eastside will get the ball first in the second half, so the bleeding could continue. We will see as the boys head to the locker room. You're listening to Summit City Sports. We will be back after a quick break and a word from our sponsors.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Welcome back to the halftime of the Eastside Blazers versus the Woodland Warriors as they bring the bands on. We're going to take a quick word from our sponsors really quick. So a quick word from our sponsors really quick. Sorry about that quick technical error there. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you and find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sakosha Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialist in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are Liwana. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. That'll be http://SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on our YouTube channel. Thank you all for listening to our quick word from our sponsors. There is still 7 minutes remaining as the bands are still on the field. We will take another quick break. You're listening to Summit City Sports. I'm Aaron Farley here with the Eastside Blazers and the Woodland Warriors. Stay tuned, and we will be right back after this short break.
Spent countless hours of time in the pool, countless hours in here, making my body stronger, and it's been kind of like a mental thing too, just telling myself like, you're fast enough to be able to compete with those girls that are at other Division I schools that I'll be competing against next year. It was like a big decision of like where I was going to go to school, and Valpo was a great experience on my first initial visit. And then once I met some of the teammates at an invitational that I went and watched, they were also just super inviting. The ability to be able to further my swim career and the equipment that I'm able to use at Valpo, I think can help me make really big strides. 18 months ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I moved down here when I was younger. I went to the gym with my brother and my dad. It felt kind of natural. I just had a love for it. I feel like it got serious when I went from probably my 8th grade year to my freshman year. I knew Purdue was home for me because I just felt very comfortable when I got onto the campus and got around all the people and the team. They love me, I love them. And I'm just super excited to play with that group of girls and that group of coaches. Now I'm in here working out and it's helped me get stronger, so I know that's going to help building my muscle, being able to power through defenders, you get in the lane, be more confident, finishing at the basket through contacts. When you know you're in here putting the work in, it makes it easier for you to go on the court.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
It was after a bad game in 8th grade. I decided that I was going to try my best to, be able to earn a scholarship and play in college. And so I'm really excited for it. Once you come here for a while, you have all the experience. I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger, especially in basketball-specific positions. I feel like I'm able to move better. I'm more flexible, able to run faster, jump higher, and just stronger overall. So then, when you go back to your school, you can take that experience, to help you prevent injuries when you're doing your own weight training with your own school.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Last year I was on JV and it was the last point of our Snyder match. I just went down and I couldn't move. I could not get back up, and I had torn my ACL, part of my meniscus, and then I also had severe bone bruising. It was kind of tough to just be I can't play volleyball, and I really have to work to get back to where I was and try to be better and grow from there. So Dr. Hartswell was the wonderful surgeon who did my knee, and for 2 months between my injury date and my surgery date, I went to PSM sports therapy, and I really got some great care before my surgery that would help me to be stronger afterwards. For about 6.5 months after surgery, I was also with PSM just working to get back and be better. The exercises my physical therapist Will has are really geared toward his individual patients, and it was just cool to see the different progressions from exercises that I would be doing. And I think that was a big part of knowing where my progress was and knowing where I stood. There's nothing else that brings me as much joy as volleyball does. Just being able to confidently say, I can do this move, or I can do this move, or I feel safe with my knee. I think that was when I really knew that I was ready to get back out there.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back to the Summit City Sports broadcast of the Woodland Warriors versus the Eastside Blazers. As we are getting ready to start with the second half, we're going to take a quick look at some of these touchdown plays early for the Eastside Blazers. Here, the first one, you are going to see a handoff to Noah Dove for Eastside to score their first touchdown of their second touchdown of the night. Already up 7-0 at this point, and things only got went from bad to worse for the Warriors. With the next replay coming up, as Eastside gets a quick third touchdown there. And it just continues to go as Eastside with their fourth touchdown off of the pass from Richmond. And we're going to take a look at the fifth and most recent touchdown really quick as the teams are getting ready for the kickoff. Brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This last touchdown, a run by Job Richmond. Look at how he's able to break defenders and get into that end zone. A great performance today out of Job Richmond. Multiple highlight performances, such as the performance of Noah Dove, the running back, as well. But Job Richmond taking full command of the offense as the Warriors kick it off, and the second half is underway. Eastside will get it to about the 30 before they are brought down. A fresh set of downs for the Eastside Blazers to continue to press their lead for the day. Still 35-0 as we enter the third quarter. 11:30 left in the third quarter. Time already expired. The Warriors needing any spark of hope, a glimpse of a comeback, something to build upon here. They need a defensive stop here. So this is what they're going to be looking for as the Blazers line up for the 1st and 10. Richmond to take the snap. He fakes a handoff to the defender. He gets stuffed down. It looked like he was trying to hand it off to the defender there. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe a little miscommunication on the Blazers' side of the offense. But it's going to be a 2nd and 11, a loss of a yard on that play. One of the rare mistakes we've seen so far out of Joe Richmond this game. Not really sure what they were going for on that first down. They're going to take the next snap. Joe Richmond's going to keep it himself. This time he's sliding down the right side. He breaks through the defense. He is going to be... We'll see if they call it a first down. He might be a little bit shy. They will be moving the markers, so he will be good for the first down there, getting over 11 yards on that run. And the option plays just continuing to cause bleeding for the Warriors. As we have seen throughout the game, Job has been running all over the Woodland Warriors so far, sliding out to the right and left sides of the field with both throws and runs, bashing through the defense. A little stutter there as the running back is tripped up. He will gain about a yard as the Blazers will go to a 2nd down. We will see what they mark the yards to go. It's looking to be a 2nd down and 9. Ball on the 43-yard line. That will give him 3 yards. It will be a 2nd and 7 for the Blazers. We've got a Warrior tying his shoe right now on the field. He is up now as the Blazers come to the line. With the same formation that they've had most of the game, Richmond in the backfield with the fullback and running back. He does give it off to the running back, Noah Dove, who also has had a highlight performance so far with, I believe, both a touchdown reception and run. As Eastside will huddle, a 3rd down, so a chance for the Warriors to get a stop here, but it is a 3rd and 2. It's going to be close to yardage for the Blazers, and they have been excellent so far in all 3rd down situations, but especially these close yardage ones with the tricky plays of Richmond. As Richmond takes the snap, he gives the handoff. They burst through the defense. It will be a 1st down, a gain of about 10 there for the running back. Another great play out of Noah Dove. As the chains will be moved, it will be a new 1st and 10. The ball is on the 48-yard line of the Warriors. The ball on the 43-yard line of the Warriors, my apologies, as the 8:10 mark is crossed on the timeline. Things continue to look bad for the Warriors. The Blazers already in the Warriors' territory, and they need a stop here if you're a Woodland fan. And it looks like they will get a tackle in the back. But it's a trick. It's a trick. The Blazer running back down the sideline. It was the quarterback. Richmond having even the cameraman fooled. We're going to take a quick look at that play really quick. Look at this motion out of the Blazers. Look at Richmond. He keeps it here. I didn't even notice he still had it. He goes all the way down the right sideline with almost no Warrior attention. He gets all the way to about the 10. As we're going to come back to the field with the ref calling a flag on the Blazers. They're going to move the ball back a little bit. And it's going to be looks like it's going to be a 1st and 15. They move it back to the 15-yard line. Now it will still be a 1st and 10. They will keep the down. A short rushing play to Noah Dove. He gets stuffed. They will not go any farther than the 15 on that one. So it will be a 2nd and 10 for the Blazers. 6:45 left in the 3rd quarter here. The Blazers with a 35-0 lead once again, trying to capitalize further on this and push it further down into Woodland territory. Already in the red zone. Richmond being so tricky so far today. And once again, the 2 players in the backfield, the lineup that the Blazers have been loving. They will get positive yardage on that one. Not quite a 1st down there. It will be a 3rd down for the Blazers. The chains have been retired, so it looks like it will be a 3rd and goal for the Blazers. 8 yards to go for them. Woodland needing a stop here. If they can force a field goal, this is an opportunity to prevent the Blazers from going up more. And they get the chance. They're going to force a 4th down for the Blazers. Finally, a defensive stop there. The Blazers will still have an opportunity to score on the field goal try and make it 38-0. But the Warriors getting a break there, stopping the bleeding further. Now it's still going to be more points to deal with, as Barnes has been 5 for 5 tonight on the kicks. Oh, it is going to be a penalty. They are going to move this kick even closer. It might change the East Side plan, as Garrett Hogenbrink jumped off the line a little bit. You could see him stuttering back there a little bit. And they're going to move it closer. We'll see if Eastside still decides to take the field goal try. They have even closer yardage. The Warriors almost giving up. That could have been a first down for them. It is only a 4th and 6, though. They're going to take the field goal. It is going to be good. Eastside is going to go up 38-0. But that is the first non-touchdown result on a drive that Woodland has forced. So a great red zone defensive performance there for Woodland. 4:35 left to go here in the third. But Eastside's first chance to get 7 points, where they have failed. We will see if the Warriors will be able to prevent the shutout and put some points on the board here and try and start a little bit of something going to oppose this Blazers team. Eastside prepping for the kickoff as the cheerleaders are throwing rings into the crowd now. Little glow stick rings. It looks like there is some sort of construction worker neon theme going on for the student section as the kickoff takes place. Snyder's got it. He's going to run it down the sideline. He breaks a couple tackles, but will be ultimately stopped at about the 38-yard line. My apologies. That was not Shaden Snyder. That was, in fact, Cooper Smith, the sophomore, a wide receiver running that down. Gets a good amount of yardage on that one. The ball will be placed at the 37 as the Woodland offense will take the field. Something Woodland very much wants to hear, as they have not had a ton of time of possession in this game. I do not have the exact numbers with me at the moment, but I think I can safely say Eastside has quite the lead in that regard. Woodland forced on defense most of the game. Griffin Clear running onto the field to talk to his teammates as they break the huddle. They're going to start their drive with about 3:30 left to go in the third quarter, needing to get something going and really needing to start it quickly, down 38-0. A quick rush, and they're going to, oh! It is stopped short there. I thought my eyes had fooled me and that Griffin Clear had the ball. Been watching too much of Job Richmond and the tricky ball movement. But it was in the hands of the running back. He was stopped short for a yard, so it will be a 2nd and 11 for the Warriors. Richmond making singles to his offense. Changing the play. He wants to figure out what to do here. Try and get something going against this Eastside defense that has been absolutely smothering tonight. They'll take the snap. Runs into his own guy. Griffin will get at most about a yard. And they will be stopped, and it will be a 3rd down for the Woodland Warriors. 3rd and 11. No yard gain there. Ball will be on the 36-yard line. And Woodland's going to have to try something here if they want to make something happen at this point in the game. 2 minutes left in the third quarter, down 38-0. Woodland desperate for something, even to put points on the board. As they exit the huddle, Griffin Clear takes the snap. They're going for a throw. They've got a lot of blockers. And it's picked off again! Number 33 of the East Side Blazers, Bo Martin, runs it all the way down to about the opposing 15. Clear trying for a long pass there, but one receiver guarded by two guys. The safety was all over it, and the Blazers have it back again. And I think that looked like a little bit of a desperate play out of the Warriors, trying to get something going. 3rd and 11, deep in their territory. They need some yards, so they're going to try a long bomb, but with all the protection that they put at the line, they did not have enough receivers out in the field for Clear to aim for. Less than 50 seconds now in the 3rd quarter as Eastside will take a snap again. They have the backup quarterback out now, so we will now be seeing Leroy Ruckman, the freshman. The freshman backup quarterback for the Eastside Blazers, Ruckman, is going to be commanding the offense now. Satisfied with Richmond's performance already, having gotten them a 38-0 lead, getting ready to go into the 4th quarter here. So far today, no touchdowns for the Warriors, 5 touchdowns for the Blazers, 1 field goal, 5 made extra points, and 2 interceptions on throws from Griffin Clear. Eastside's going to run down the clock. It's going to go to the final quarter of the game. The final 12 minutes are going to come on the board. We are going to take a quick break here as they prep for the final quarter of the game. The Warriors desperate in a 38-0 deficit. Blazers bringing in even some of the backups right now. Just trying to drain out the clock and finish up with the game. We will be back after a short break. You're listening to Summit City Sports.
Months ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
All right, we are back with the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter is underway, and we just got back from an interception from the Blazers as Ruckman takes the snap. He's going to rush it, and you'll see if he broke the pylon. It looks like the refs are going to mark him a little bit short. They're going to put him at the 1 yard line. With a first down gain having already been gone, so it's going to be a 1st and 1. Or a 1st and goal if you want to call it that. As Ruckman takes the snap, the ref will throw a flag. It is going to be on the Blazers, so they're going to back this up a little bit. And as they, looks like they come back to the field. Ruckman getting ready to take a snap. It's going to be a 1st and 6 at the goal line for the Blazers, looking to capitalize off of an already daunting lead. They're going to hand it off, and it's going to be stuffed for a loss. Getting nowhere. The Blazers will be stopped up, and it will be a 3rd and 6 for the Blazers in this 4th quarter. And we're going to take a quick look at how we got here at this interception here thrown by Griffin Clear. Griffin Clear stepped back into the pocket, threw it downfield, but there's only one guy downfield, and the safety was all over it. Taking a quick look who that was Bo Martin, a defensive back actually. As they line up, and that is how we got here, as the quarterback will hand it off, and they will only get about a yard there. So it will go to another 4th down. It was a 3rd and 7 there. It is now going to be a 4th down for the Blazers. Maybe it will stay a 3rd down. Looks like they will keep it at a 3rd down. I might have missed the down there. 3rd and 7 for the Blazers at the goal line. Ruckman. And it looks like the rush is going to get nowhere. And it's going to be a 4th down for the Blazers. Not something we've seen a lot of today. Only 2 4th downs so far for the Blazers. So this is going to result in another field goal attempt. Oh, they're going to keep the offense on the field. Eastside keeping the offense on the field, just trying to make it worse, and they're going to get nowhere. They're just trying to drain the clock. That wasn't a plan at a field goal. That wasn't even a plan at a touchdown off of a 4th down. They're just trying to drain the clock here. It will be stopped. It seems like the Warriors have called a timeout. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from there. They're already deep in Woodland territory. A flag's going to be thrown. Oh, that's not a flag. It is, in fact, a football. My eyes are deceiving me. It is starting to get late. The Friday night lights are out as the sun has gone down. And the light does indeed betray us. Not really, just throwing in some Linkin Park lyrics there for those of you born in the 2000s. Griffin Clear will take the field as Woodland will begin their offense. Not much left to do at this point in the night, as there is 7:15 left on the clock, and the Warriors are down in their own territory. They're going to run the clock even further, crossing the 7-minute barrier. Ball on their own 12-yard line. Take it out of the end zone. Clear making it look like he was going on the right side, but it was a rushing play. It's going to be a 2nd down after a short gain for the Warriors. They're going to mark it at the 19. It's going to be a 2nd and 4. So some positive gain for the Warriors. A little late on the draw, but we'll see if they can prevent the shutout and get on the board here. Approaching the 6-minute mark of the 4th quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Warriors. Clear takes the snap. He hands it off again. The line trying hard to defend him. He's going to gain about a yard on that drive. It's going to be about a 3rd and 3. Approaching the 5:50 barrier. Oh, he will cross the first down line, so it will be a fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Reaching about the 5:15 mark of this game. Clear takes the snap. He keeps it himself. He's got some room to run as the backup quarterback of Woodland gets the tackle. 12-on-12 action there. Leroy Ruckman with the tackle. But a lot of yardage there for Griffin Clear. Finally a big offensive play for the Warriors as they will get to the east side 43-yard line. The Warriors taking a rare step into the Blazers' territory as we pass the 4:30 mark in the final minutes of the game. Fourth quarter. They move the ball even further down the field. It's now at the 29. Was there a penalty after the play? There was a penalty after the play, a 15-yard penalty on the Blazers after the play. So the Warriors, with their closest shot of the night to the Blazers' end zone, with 3:50 left in the game, down 38-0, a 1st and 4. Will be handed off. He's going to get the first down. That was Garrett Hohenbrink on the carry. As Woodland is going to get a fresh set of downs. About 3:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Woodland inching closer and closer. They're at the 19-yard line now. First and 10 from the east side 19. Around the 3-minute barrier of the game, the Warriors trying to prevent the shutout. A little bit of stumble. He's going to be tackled in the backfield. And Colin Vachon, the freshman, gets nowhere there. It's going to be a 2nd and 12 with a short loss of yardage for the Woodland Warriors. Starting to get a little chilly out here under the Friday night lights. Less than 2:20 left in the game. Ball is on the 21-yard line with a 2nd and 12 for the Warriors as Griffin Clear prepares to take the snap. Clear will take the snap. He's going to take it himself. He's going to go down the sideline. He's a little free. He's inside the soccer box. He's going to get to about the 10-yard line. 2-minute warning in this fourth quarter. The Warriors with an opportunity to break the shutout. I was at a loss of words there. My apologies, everybody. About 1:30 left to go in this game. They're at the 8-yard line now. The closest the Warriors have been all night to the end zone. They can practically smell it. Clear takes the snap. He takes it and he did shovel it off. He shoveled it off to Garrett Hohenbrink. Hohenbrink with the first score of the night. The senior running back from the Warriors, and they will prevent the shutout, putting some points on the board for themselves. as we bring you to the extra point. Evan Cox. Kick is blocked. The Blazers go down the sideline. The refs do whistle the play dead. But the Warriors only ending the game with 6 points tonight. Not getting that 7th as Cox kicked was blocked. Now we're going to take a quick look on that scoring play brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air. Taking a quick look at the Warriors huddle. And as you see here, they've got Cooper Smith line to the left side, but instead they flip it to Hohenbrink there, and he gets the first score of the night. Now we're going to take a quick look at that block. It was blocked, and the Blazers player grabbed it, but they whistled it dead. It looked like the ball did hit the ground there. So as we go back to the kickoff, it is 38-6. Woodland finally on the board, but an unsuccessful extra point to capitalize off a rough night for the Warriors. But at least they did, in fact, prevent the shutout. Trying to grab the Warriors return man. He gets free for a little bit, but does get wrapped up at about the 35. That was Hunter Reese, the wide receiver. Hunter Reese, my apologies. Announcers, thank you for correcting me there. 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter, the final quarter of this great night of Indiana high school football. Eastside already having put up more points tonight than Indiana's respective team, the Colts, will probably put up all season. For those of you who have been paying attention to recent NFL news, we may not have a lot to expect this season from our home state team. But back in the home state, in the Summit City, we've got a beautiful game of high school football getting ready to end as the clock is draining. They're just running down the clock now. There is no intention of a play from the Blazers. They're not going to run one. They're just going to stay in the huddle. There's no clock, so the time is just going to ring out. This will be your final as the game ends with Eastside winning over the home Woodland Warriors 38-6. Not what you want to see as Woodland for the home opener, as the players will shake hands and say their good nights. The cheerleaders will cheer and the fans will fan, but ultimately the Warriors not with their best performance so far in the opener. They will go back to the locker room and likely the drawing board and be prepared for next Friday. Meanwhile, Eastside with a great away opener against the Warriors, showing some great option offense out of Richmond. As we conclude this night here in the Summit City, thank you all for watching our channel, and please go stay tuned. There is a lot of high school football on tonight. If you want to see other games in the Summit City area, just go to SummitCitySports.com. I'm your host, Aaron Farley, with Eric Hosmer on camera. Thank you for joining us, and Good night.
Spent countless hours of time in the pool, countless hours in here, making my body stronger, and it's been kind of like a mental thing too, just telling myself like, you're fast enough to be able to compete with those girls that are at other Division I schools that I'll be competing against next year. It was like a big decision of like where I was going to go to school, and Valpo was a great experience on my first initial visit, and then once I met some of the teammates at an invitational that I went and watched, they were also just super